That's what I
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to White River Buddhist Temple. Today is Bodhi Day service. And will everyone please join me in opening meditation? Put your palms together. Do not seek to know Buddha by his form and attributes, for neither the form nor attributes are the real Buddha. The true Buddha is enlightenment itself. Namo Buddhas.
Namo Buddhas.
Namo Buddhas.
Namo Buddhas.
Namo Buddhas.
Namo Buddhas.
All right. So first we will recite Sambujo, the three respectful callings on page 22, followed by the sutra Junirai on page 25.
are gathered to observe the day of Siddhartha Gautama's birth as the Buddha, the Awakened One. This event was coined after the fig tree which Siddhartha Gautama meditated under and later awoke to the true nature of life to become the Buddha Shakyamuni, the Awakened One, the sage of the Shaka clan. The tree has since come to be named the Bodhi tree, or tree of awakening. The site of called Bodh Gaya near the city of Gaya in India. He who awoke to the true nature of the Dharma is Shakyamuni Buddha. In Joro Shinshu, the true nature of the Dharma is called Amida Buddha. We adorn the altar with offerings, burn incense, and chant the sutras in praise and appreciation for the teachings handed down through the ages to us, so that we may more deeply sense our connection to the ultimate reality.
Will everyone please rise for the reading of the three treasures on page 3 and remain standing for the gatha afterwards. Three treasures. Fortunate is it to be born into human life, now we are living it. Rare is it to encounter the teachings of the Buddha, now we hear it. If we do not seek the truth of the Dharma in this life, in what life shall we find it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken within us our highest aspiration. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the Dharma and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord and in a spirit of universal brotherhood, free from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriad of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful teaching. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teachings. Namo Amidabutsu.
Namo Amidabutsu.
Namo Amidabutsu.
Namo Amidabutsu.
Namo Amidabutsu. Okay, so please turn to page 163 for Gatha Saya. That was beautiful. Well, everyone, please be seated, and we will now hear a message from Reverend Cindy.
Can I have everyone please join me in Gospel? Please put your hands together. To reveal the true teaching, it is the largest sutra of the Buddha of a magical life. The central purpose of this sutra is that Amida, by establishing the incomparable vows, has opened wide the Dharma storehouse and full of compassion for small, foolish beings, selects and bestows the treasure of virtues. The sutra further reveals that Shakyamuni appeared in this world and expounded the teachings of the way to enlightenment, seeking to save the multitudes of living beings by blessing them with this benefit that is true and real. Thus, to teach the Tathagata's Karma vow is the true intent of this sutra. The name of the Buddha is its essence. Namo Amidabutsu. Namo Amidabutsu. Namo Amidabutsu. Namo Amidabutsu. Namo. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
I hope everyone had a better week this week. There wasn't as much rain and snow this week, so hopefully everyone was able to get out of the house a little bit, do some shopping, something fun, get up to date with those Christmas holiday shopping that you need to do for your friends, family, your grandchildren, probably most likely. And this weekend has been really nice with the lovely musical accompaniment we had this morning. I really enjoyed it. Always nice. Judy is very sorely missed today, but we understand that she has something she needs to attend to, and we appreciate that we have some members who are willing to step up.
We also have some gingerbread houses made here in the front. So thank you everybody who came this morning to do gingerbread houses. They look really, really beautiful, and I'm sorry to say I didn't make one this year, partially because if I took it home, our cat will be probably eating it, and that is not a good thing. So hopefully I could maybe make one next year, and then maybe I'll give it to someone afterwards. And I don't know about everyone this year, but we now have killer whales out in the Puget Sound, and Thursday I actually got to see some of them. We went out. I had a lunch engagement, and we were at Point Defiance, and we saw some of the dorsal fins reaching the top of the water. So that was really fun to see, because being from Southern California, I never got to see killer whales or gulls that much, and so this was very fascinating for me. So this week has been really lovely, and hopefully everyone has been having a good week as well. So today we are observing our Bodhi Day service, the day in which what we call the historical Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, became enlightened under the Bodhi tree. And as I read earlier during the service, and for this opening quote, Shinran Shonin states that Shakyamuni Buddha is important to us, though we do not have Shakyamuni Buddha depicted on an altar. Shakyamuni Buddha is important because Shakyamuni Buddha is the one who points us to Amida Buddha. And thus, their enlightenment is what helps us understand or begins the process of what we call Buddhism today. So, for not Shakyamuni Buddha, the causes and conditions of Shakyamuni Buddha becoming enlightened underneath the Bodhi tree, we honestly would not be here today as a Buddhist community, nor would we have known about the infinite wisdom and compassion of Amida Buddha. So that is the reason why we do the service today, to remember our roots and to remember that though we do not talk about Shakyamuni Buddha too much, we do have these sutras. This is just the larger sutra. I guess I didn't bring my other two sutras, but this is, as Shinran Shonin says, is very important to us, because this is everything that Shakyamuni Buddha says about Amida Buddha, plus those other two sutras that I don't have. And thus, Shinran Shonin himself does acknowledge the importance of Shakyamuni Buddha. Again, today, during Sangwejo, when I was up in front here doing the flower petals, every single time we do Sangwejo, not only do we talk about, if you read the translation, not only do we talk about Amida Buddha coming and being with us at that moment, we ask for also Shakyamuni Buddha to be there at that moment. We also ask for the other Buddhas in the 10 directions to also be there at that moment. So every single time we do Sangwejo, we also ask and invite all the Buddhas, present, past, future, to come be with us at this moment. And this is very confusing, I think, for a lot of people, because Shakyamuni Buddha has passed, thus they are not technically with us at this moment. But the idea of Buddhism is that time is very circular, that the Buddhas are able to come with us at any point to be with us. So that includes Shakyamuni Buddha, that includes Amida Buddha, who we believe to be in a faraway land off to the west. What I'm trying to say is that the Buddhas overcome that space and time barrier that we perceive as sentient beings. And it does not mean that we have to figure out what the metaverse is, type of thing. we do not need to know what other dimensions, what other lands, what other planets are out there, because we as sentient beings, unfortunately, do not understand it. And that's okay. And that's why Shakyamuni Buddha said all he said, did all he did to make sure that sentient beings like us are able to become enlightened eventually. Shakyamuni Buddha also understood that because after a certain amount of time, they physically will not be here. And thus, because of this, they said within the larger sutra, within the Contemplation Sutra and the smaller sutra, all the sutras that we as Jodoshinshu Buddhists look to for guidance, says to look to Amida Buddha, because Shakyamuni Buddha will not be here. And yes, we still have their words written down, or the best that people remember written down. But Shakyamuni Buddha understood that because they were the only Buddha, that it was important for all Buddhists to understand that they could rely on other Buddhas as well. And thus, in Jodoshinshu, we look towards Amida Buddha, because we understand as the one to help us sentient beings who can't do that hard practices that some of the other Buddhas require us to do to become enlightened. We are beings who realize that we do, in my case, stupid stuff. Very stupid stuff. And that is why Shakyamuni Buddha, we observe today, on Bodhi Day, acknowledgement that they were the ones to tell us that there is a way for us to not only escape this life of circle of life and death, the circle of life and death, but also that if we can't do it with certain practices, we can always look to Amida Buddha's other power to practice. What I'm trying to say is that Shakyamuni Buddha has told us since they became enlightened that you should do this in order to become enlightened. Once they had passed, they understood that people wouldn't be able to encounter the Dharma as well, nor were they able to become enlightened because they didn't have the help of a Buddha at that moment in time, which is why it is understood in Jodoshinshu that we look to Amida Buddha, because Shakyamuni Buddha says, when I pass, look to this Buddha for everybody who cannot do the hard practices of going to a mountain, secluding yourselves, not killing animals, not drinking alcohol, not doing, I should say, recreational drugs. And thus, when Shakyamuni Buddha says that for those people who would like to still become enlightened, but cannot because of these restrictions, to look towards Amida Buddha, because they're the Buddha that will save those sentient beings who cannot not only escape this circle, this realm of life and death, this circle of life and death, but they can also help those who would like to become enlightened. At the same time, Amida Buddha also says about Shakyamuni Buddha, thank you very much. Thank you for telling people about me, because I live in a land far, far away. Thank you very much. Every single time that Amida Buddha thinks upon us, they think upon Shakyamuni Buddha and thank them for telling us beings in this world about Amida Buddha. The realms of other Buddha lands are said to always expound and bless all the other Buddhas. And thus, today, on Bodhi Day, we expound the many teachings that Shakyamuni Buddha has taught us through their lifetimes. Their 60-year life, I'm sorry to say, I'm not good with math, and I forgot how old Shakyamuni Buddha was when he became the Buddha. But for about 40, 60 years, Shakyamuni Buddha did their best to teach as much of the Dharma that they understood to all sentient beings. And we are thankful to them for telling us about this wonderful teaching about Amida Buddha. I know I have been babbling on for quite a long time, so in closing, I would like us to put our hands together in Gasho, not only in gratitude to the infinite wisdom and compassion of Amida Buddha, but to the teachings expounded by Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you, Reverend Cindy. Please rise for the Gakka Ondoku-san 2 on page 153, and remain standing for the Daily Creed of Jodo Shinshu on page 8. Page 8, the Daily Creed of Jodo Shinshu. Realizing enlightenment is assured and reciting the Nembutsu, I shall live my life cheerfully and positively. Understanding the oneness of life and cultivating self-reflection, I shall diligently attend to my life's tasks in gratitude. Recognizing the Dharma path, I shall help spread the teachings of the Buddha. Appreciating the Buddha Dharma, I shall respect and help others working for the good of society. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
All right, please be seated. Are there any guests today? Okay. Are there any announcements?
Good morning, everyone. Try without me instead. I'm Georgette Magnan, president of the Whiteburg BWA, and a few days ago, a bunch of us went over to the White River Museum to look at their exhibits, including the Festival of Trees. So I just like to put in a plug for that if you'd like to go see it. First of all, it's free. They do have limited hours, Wednesday to Sunday, noon till 4. They're closed a whole bunch of holiday days right around Christmas and New Year's. But if you do get a chance to go to the museum, it is a nice little museum, and the funny thing is, a lot of people's names that we know are there. Because many of us, our families here, helped found all the communities in this valley, and the Valley Museum does recognize us and try to tell other people all the things that have happened here to make life possible. So, anyway, just a little plug.
Hey, so next week is not, next Sunday is not quite winter solstice, but this coming Sunday's meditation will start at 7:30 to celebrate, right when the sun starts to rise, to celebrate the rising of the sun on one of the darkest days of the year. So if you'd like to come to meditation this coming Sunday, it's right at 7:30. Also, 7:30 in the morning. Also, there are more gingerbread houses made than were used. So if you would like to bring some home, let me know. I'll make you up a little baggie of frosting and send you home with some candy in a house. So just let me know if you're interested.
Just a reminder, we're taking donations for the Auburn Food Bank, and now we have sitting out in the foyer on the table is a donation box. So again, the deadline will be next Sunday at voting time. So thank you.
And just a reminder, next Sunday is Bonan Kai and installation of all of our board and organization officers, and we will be serving lunch. So please come and stay for lunch. The temple will be providing the lunch.
So I forgot to bring fruit this morning, so I had to stop at the grocery store. I have a lot of fruit at home. So the fruit that's up in the 19 right now, I'll put back into the bags. But if anybody would like it, there are up for grabs 2 apples, 2 pears, 2 oranges, or 2 mangoes. So please take them. My fridge has no more room for fruit.
Well, please come up to Oshoko, and thank you for attending today's Bodhi Day service.